Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Ben Nevis BN-5012G homage to a Bell & Ross. Let's start out with the wrist check. I'm wearing my Citizen Blue Angels World Time Chronograph. And Grego is wearing my Ben Nevis BN-3018G homage to a Royal Oak. Grego said Han Solo asked 3PO to pick him up from Mos Eisley Cantina because he was in no shape to drive home. When 3PO got him home, he told him the odds of sneaking in without Princess Leia finding out was 3,465,713 to 1. He told 3PO that really grinds his gears when he tells him the odds. 3PO said when his gears start to grind, he takes a nice oil bath. Here's the watch. The watch came in a box labeled Rocalax. I sure hope it's not the case that Ben Nevis is changing their name to Rocalax, and I sure hope it's just a case of them running out of boxes and having to find one. That's a horrible name. It sounds like a laxative. So let's take it out of the box. And here it is. There wasn't much in the box other than this little spring bar removal tool. Although I don't know why you're going to remove the strap. Good luck trying to find another 24mm strap. This is an homage to a Bell & Ross. I don't know a lot about Bell & Ross. In fact, I really didn't know what this watch was homaging when I purchased it and unboxed it. One of my viewers pointed out the Bell & Ross connection. Bell & Ross is mainly known for their square cases with round dials. This is their instrument line, which is supposed to resemble aircraft instruments. They also make more traditionally shaped cases, but if you're going to homage a Bell & Ross, you might as well homage what they are most famous for. Ben Nevis offers his watch in two colorways. Both of them have black cases, but the other one has a tan leather strap with matching colored markers. I prefer the black strap with white markers. Unfortunately, none of these white markers are loomed, including the hands. The watch is 39.8mm at the bezel, 42mm if you measure at the case, 50.8mm lug to lug, 13mm thick, has a 24mm lug width, and weighs 82 grams on the supplied leather strap. The watch has a smooth matte finish bezel. The watch arrived with one little ding on the bezel right here. And I looked at my unboxing video and verified it was already there. So a little quality control issue there. The dial is flat black with no sunburst effect. Then there's the Ben Nevis name, but not the Ben Nevis logo on the very top. You get there's no mention of water resistance. You just get the basic 30 meters. The markers and numerals are printed on. The font on the numbers is similar to a Bell & Ross, which is also similar to a Panerai. It's too bad that the indices are not the same white as the hands. I think that would look a lot better. The minute markers are on the chapter ring. There's a pencil minute hand and a sword hour hand. The second hand has no tip. The second hand hits most of the marks. Has a round date window at the 4:30, and the date is just a little bit off center. Look at that 16 there, just a little bit off center. The right subdial is a 24-hour indicator. The left subdial is a minute timer. When I did my unboxing video, I had assumed it was a chronograph secondhand, and I assumed it was broken when I didn't see it ticking after I started it. The AliExpress ad does say minute timer, so it does work as advertised. I assume it has a chronograph movement with a ghosted bottom subdial. It's too bad they don't use a movement that had a chronograph secondhand where the 24-hour indicator is. Would have found that more useful. The minute timer works just like a typical chronograph. Just push the top pusher to start and stop, bottom pusher to reset. Be sure to give it a good push because it's hard to tell if you started it. Plus the pushers don't click. The minute timer is a 60-minute timer with only 30 marks though on the subdial, so you have to look at the halfway when you're timing odd minutes. And as you can see, it is moving very slowly because it's a minute timer. So let's go ahead and stop it and reset it. The unsigned crown is a push-pull. No need for a screw down with only 30 meters. And the crystal is a flat mineral glass with no AR coating, but who needs it because it's glass. The case is an alloy coated with black matte finish. I assume these screws in the corner are strictly cosmetic and you can't actually unscrew them. The stainless steel case back has the Ben Nevis name and logo with the model number. It's a pop-off case back. There's a little slot for a pry bar. The AliExpress ad says that the strap is genuine leather, although it does not say leather on the strap. Most straps that are genuine leather say it on the strap. I don't know how to tell without cutting it, so I'll take their word for it. It's wide at 24 millimeters, plus it only appears to taper since it sticks out past the lugs, and it's still 24 millimeters though at the buckle. The buckle is fine. It's not particularly, it's sturdy enough to do the job. It's unsigned. It's kind of a pain to put the strap though through the first keeper. The first keeper's fixed. I don't know why watch straps always have to have two keepers. It'd be nice just to have one floating keeper, and then you don't have to bend it so much. I would highly recommend a deployant clasp. Here's the watch and my 7.5-inch wrist. I think it looks nice. It wears flat. Not too chunky. That's a big old strap though, at 24 millimeters. But I like the looks of it. I'm not going to put it on any other straps because I don't have any more 24. I don't have any other 24 millimeter straps to put it on. We're not going to take a trip to the loom room because there is no loom, even though the AliExpress ad says there is. But I don't know. Maybe there's loom on the other colorway because the other colorway does have different colored hands. So maybe it does have loom. But this black one does not. What do I like about this watch? Well, I like the physical appearance. It looks a lot like a Bell & Ross instrument watch. And I like the fact that the second hand hits the marks for the most part anyway. It's not perfect, but it's close. I like how it wears on the wrist. I think it looks nice. What are my gripes and groans? Well, it has a minute time rather than a chronograph second hand. And it has no loom despite the fact that it claims that it has loom. And the date window is the date's just a little bit off center from the date window. And I don't like the fact that the markers and numerals aren't as white as the hands. Do I recommend this watch? Well, if you want something that looks like a Bell & Ross instrument watch, then there's not much out there. If you look at AliExpress ads, most of them are fakes, and we are not going to ever recommend a fake on this channel, but we have no problem recommending homages. I recommend this watch if you want the look of a Bell & Ross instrument and don't want to spend $3,000 or $4,000 on the real thing. But if you're looking for an under $30 chronograph, you probably have better options elsewhere, because once again, this is just a minute timer, not a true chronograph. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Ben Nevis BN-5012G homage to a Bell & Ross instrument watch. And I will be back with another review or unboxing. Bye.